All right, our first question is from Stephen McDaniel of the Iowa State Daily.
How's it going, Mike? I just kind of wanted to get your perspective on just, that first half defense and having to come out after, like the offense letting up a turnover versus kind of that second half where you guys were able to come out after, the offense got going and started scoring a couple touchdowns.
Yeah. So going into halftime, we just knew that, no one was really worried. We've all been in that situation before, especially as a team. So, no one was freaking out. We just knew if we, they threw some stuff at us on the first couple drives that took us by surprise on the defensive side, and you obviously can't turn the ball over on offense. So we knew coming out, if we don't do those things, we got a good chance. And we've been down before, like I said, so that didn't really bother us either.
All right, thank you.
Our next question is from Ben Visser of the Cedar Rapids Gazette. Go ahead, Ben.
Mike, what did you see on that last interception that you got? And what are the emotions that you have when you secured the game?
Yeah, so I'm more of just a zoned out guy on that type of coverage, and so I felt a post coming in behind me, just was able to read the QB's eyes, and in a sense, it came right to me at that point after I felt the route behind me, and emotions after that type of play, you can't describe them. They're undescribable, but it feels real good, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yep.
All right, our next question is from Randy Peterson of the Des Moines Register. Go ahead, Randy.
Mike, Coach Campbell talked about the senior leadership tonight. Was there a senior or two that especially stood up at halftime and kind of took over the locker room?
Yeah, Jaquan said a few words, that got the team moving a little bit. But like I said, at the end of the day, the whole team, we didn't necessarily need we don't need speeches. We don't need that because we know that if we play our best game, we're really hard to beat. So that's really just everyone's mindset. But our seniors have been playing good football. It's more when you see your seniors playing good football on the field. That's that's a little more impactful than the speeches. But yeah.
Gotcha. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, that's all the questions that we have for you, Mike. Thank you so much
All right,
for your
appreciate
time.
you guys.
All right, our next student athlete is Brock Purdy. He's coming to the podium right now. Hello.
All right, you guys can go ahead and line up for questions for Brock. Our first question will be from Randy Pearson of the Des Moines Register. Go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question.
Right. Brock, congratulations, first of all. What were you able to do in the second half that you weren't doing in the first half?
I think just do my job at the end of the day. First half I was just trying to force too many balls, to our guys that were open. But I don't know, I was just trying to do too much in the first half. And second half, I just talked to Kyle Kempt and he told me, just stay present, stay calm. We got so much to play for in the second half, and that's what I did. So I just went out there in the second half and just stayed present, did my job, and wasn't trying to do too much and do too extra. So
you bring up a good point. What does Kyle lend to you at halftime? I mean, what's he mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, Kyle's been through this kind of stuff before. He's been in my shoes, and for me, he's able to relate with how quarterbacks think, what they go through, and how to respond to things like that. So he helped out a lot with that. But at the end of the day, I told myself as well, to stay present, and you got to flush whatever just happened. So I'm very blessed to have Kyle in my corner.
Thank you.
All right, our next question is from Travis Hines of the Ames Tribune. Go ahead, Travis.
Process for you like to get present? Is it just taking a deep breath and recentering, or how do you get to that point after a rough first half?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the quarterback position, you're going to go through that kind of stuff. Nothing's ever going to be perfect or easy, and so I understand that. And growing up, being in situations where things don't go well at first, I understand. You play 4 quarters for a reason. It's not all just going to be determined in one quarter or one possession. And so for me, I was able to flush it and just, have, a lot of poise. And I think just like my surrounding cast, my teammates and everybody, they believed in me. And for me, that gave me confidence to go out there and, keep doing my job. So I'm very blessed to have these kind of teammates.
Do you think that's a mentality the whole team has? I mean, it didn't seem like there was any even, hint of panic when you guys get down early.
Yeah, no, I think we've been in, many situations, where we get down and we have to go win the game and things like that. And so for us, yeah, we understand, how important having poise is in this game, in this conference. And, we have a lot of great leaders, seniors especially, who, kept everybody calm and cool and collected. So it was pretty sweet to see them do their thing and step up and keep everybody calm.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, our next question is from Zane Douglas of the Iowa State Daily. Go ahead, Zane.
Hi, Brian. You kind of talked about this a little earlier. How were you able to kind of have a short memory? Was it, or just in the first half? What was it like? Some help from Kyle, or is that kind of how you play?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I was just thinking about situations in the past, like my freshman year at West Virginia. I threw that pick early on in the game, and just stuff like that where I've been in that situation and I felt that way. And, for me, I just kept calm. I'm a faithful guy, so I believe that everything's going to happen for a reason, and, I'm going to surrender to the outcome. So for me, that's just really what I was relying on and holding on to throughout all of that, and just go out, stay in the present, do my job, and move on. So.
And you mentioned how your team has kind of come back from deficits like this before, offensively. What do you think makes your team so well equipped to do that?
I think just the experience. Obviously we have a lot of seniors who are playing great football, and again, they've been through these kind of games and situations in the past, and so for them to step up on the sideline, tell everybody, hey, this is what it is, we got to do this and that, it's an awesome thing. We're blessed to have that, so I think that was really the difference.
Thanks, bro.
Our next question is from Stephen McDaniel of the Iowa State Daily. You can go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hey, Brock. So Landon Akers is a guy I'm sure you're very familiar with, fifth-year receiver. I just kind of wanted to get like your perspective. He made a huge play tonight with that blocked punt. I was just kind of curious to get your perspective with working with him and seeing him make that big of a play.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm not surprised that he was that clutch in this kind of game. Landon's a guy who comes to work every single day. It's not about him, and he's such a selfless teammate and receiver, and doesn't complain when he's not getting a lot of receptions or anything like that. And so for him, on special teams and being the leader he is as a senior, going and making a play, I think everyone was like, yeah, that's Landon. And he created a momentum and juice for us, and I think that was really just the turning point in the game as far as us taking momentum and going away with it. So we love him, and I'm so thankful to have him, and I've learned a lot from him, and he's going to do amazing things the rest of the season as well. So I'm really excited for him.
And then I guess, immediately following that too, you found Brees for an 11-yard touchdown right after that play. I guess kind of just what's it like going out onto the field when you've been put in like very favorable positions, and what did you see on that Brees Hall catch? Yeah,
Brees is obviously versatile in everything that he can do, and that kind of play call, I was just going through my progression. It started with Brees, and he was wide open, and I just put it on him. So Brees did a great job with that, keeping it simple and scoring a touchdown.
All right, thank you.
All right, Brock, that's all the questions we have for you tonight. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, guys.
All right, our final student athlete is Landon Akers.
Go ahead and line up for questions for Landon. All right, our first question will be from Stephen McDaniel of the Iowa State Daily. Go ahead, Stephen.
How's it going, Landon? I'm just kind of curious, as a fifth-year senior, what did it mean to you today really come up in the clutch and get that block punt that really helped, just turn the tide for this game.
Yeah, it meant a lot for me because I've been meaning to block a punt during my whole career, and it's finally come down to my 5th year, and I was able to make that big play for us, create that momentum.
And I'm also just kind of curious, just working with Brock in the offense. I don't know, what were just some of the big differences you saw from this first half versus the second half?
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff wasn't working for us in the first half. Some of the stuff we had going for us against Kansas didn't really work against Baylor, so we had to kind of switch up some stuff and figure out some plays that work for us. And I think we made some corrections and were able to do that.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Any more questions for Landon? All right, Landon, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.